one of the team of Bu Berta before, and Bu Neni also and Pak Nopan or Nopawan. Yeah, so we are from the MAP group. Yes, we are from the MAP group. I've been working for 10 years in several industry before I working in the outsourcing company, and then not long, maybe only for 2 years, and then I moved to Transmedia. Maybe you know Trans TV, CNN Indonesia, and Detik.com. I've been working for 5 years there, and then now and currently I work in MAP with Buneni and Panopawan right now. So I really like to be an HR professional, because it's my dreams to be an HR, because I really like about people and really interested with the organizations actually. So in MAP, I learned a lot of things, a lot of knowledge about the retail industry and actually about the organization. So that's it, short and simple introduce for me.
Wow, very inspiring, Ade. Thank you so much. I hope it is okay if I call you Ade. Yeah,
Yeah, Ade. So maybe next for introducing Mbak Devi, Ibu
yeah.
or Mbak, I call Bu Devi.
Okay, Mbak Devi, the screen is yours. Hello, Devi.
Devi.
If you don't mind, Devi, your voice is a bit.
Pardon that I cannot have my screen on because the internet quite low.
No worries, no worries. Okay.
So, sorry, just yeah. Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you clearly now. Yes, yes.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you. We can hear you.
Hello. Is it clearer now?
It is clear. It is clear, Devi. Go ahead.
Hello. Is it better?
It is better now, Devi. No worries.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, the internet connection is very low here. Oh, I think it's a delay.
It's okay. Carry on.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So, well, I'm Devi. I'm currently working for Omnicom Media Group as a freelance recruiter. And I've been working in HR for approximately like 4 to 5 years now. And I'm currently working in a advertising industry.
Devi, if you
Sorry,
don't.
I was late joining this webinar, so I kind of missed out what else I should tell.
No worries. It's okay. Actually, Devi, if you don't mind, since your voice is a bit breaking, is it okay if we move on to other participants to introduce? You can pick anyone. So we have been introduced to Arya, Nani, Melissa, Ade. Now yourself, so you can pick anyone in this group to introduce themselves. Or I should pick here. What about Merlin? Merlin,
Yes.
Merlin, are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay.
Okay.
Hi.
No worry.
Okay. Hi, I'm Merlin. I have a background from psychology from Tarumanagara University. And then I started working in HR after my graduation. And my first company was Sinarmas Pulp and Paper. I've been working there for around 4 years, yeah, as a recruitment and assessment specialist. And then now I'm continue my career as an independent HR consultant, especially for headhunter, provide services from junior until senior level for various industry too. Thank you.
Thank you, Madeline. All right,
Thank you.
we have Julia, we have Pramudita, we have Mbak Wulan, we have Ibu Berta. So who do you want to pick next to be introduced?
Pramudita.
Okay, Pram.
Yes. Hello, good evening, everyone.
Hi.
Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is Pramudita. You can call me Dito. Yeah, you can call me Dito. And now I'm working for Alpha Digital. It's part of Alpha Mart Group.
I
In
see.
Alpha Mart, we are part of it. So I work as now I'm focused on human capital development on in Alpha Digital. In Alpha Mart, I moved from Alpha Mart to digital in 2015.
Okay.
2015, and now first from organization development, and then moved to human capital operation, and then now in development. Thank you.
Thank you, Dito. May I pick next Nopawan Rauf?
Hello, yes.
Hi, Nopawan.
Hi, good evening. Thank you. Let me introduce myself. My name Nopan. Nopawan Rauf. Actually, you can call me Nopan. And then my background is actually from psychology. I'm previously the team of Ibu Berta. So,
Okay.
and then my experience in HR is around 15 years. 15 years. And then half of my time is spent in current company, which is MAP, Mitra Di Perkasa, retail company. Before that, I'm working in general HR actually in the manufacturer and also retail electronic. We are some of my company I'm working in is in the Acer distribution. I'm handling general HR such as recruitment, training, and system development. But from 2012, when I'm joining MAP, I'm specialized in quality management actually and HR audit and business process. And now I'm handling overall HRIS, general affair, entry data, and also some of organization development. Maybe
Wow,
that's
it's very good. It's a very well-rounded experience you have, Nopan, and it's 15 years.
yes.
Very good. So thank you so much. Can we move on to Julia?
Hi, hello everyone.
Hi.
Selamat sore semuanya. My name is Julia. Right now I'm working at Target Sourcing Services Indonesia. Target Sourcing Services is part of the retail company for Target Corporation from USA. And talking about HR, I think this is my third year work as an HR. Previously, I started as the admin and then recruiter. So I have no HR or psychological background. That is why I'm so thankful for this session. Thank you, Mbak Wulan, also for inviting me. So I can learn a lot from you guys.
Thank you so much,
Thank you, Mbak
Julie.
Dia.
Yeah, and of course, moving on to the keen supporter of this program, Mbak Wulan, would you like to introduce yourself?
Thank you so much, Madia. So I hope you can hear my voice clearly. And I'm sorry,
Super
cannot
clear.
turn on my video. I'm still driving, but will be like around 10 minutes arrive at home so I can sit in front of my laptop. So as mentioned also by Mbak Dia that we share the we start the friendship back in 2007 if I'm not mistaken, but actually I start my career back in year 2000 when I joined a retail company at that time. So basically, my background is psychology, and then I start my career as a recruitment. Along the way, I learned a lot more than now become like an HR generalist. So I'm taking care of human being at the office. Now I'm working at the Tokotok. Tokotok is a website enabler. So we help a lot of small, medium enterprises that want to turn their business from offline to an online. So it's quite busy working with a lot of millennials, which is something that really nice also, a new experience. And yes, I just finished I learned again something new. So I joined the Atmajaya CHRP programs back starting in August and then finished on December. And since I know that on my team, especially my paper team is really love to learn a lot of new things. So I drag them all here. I think I miss Hideo. Hideo is still on a meeting, so hopefully he can join also soon. Hopefully I can learn a lot of things with our intimate session today, especially because I know that I might need to upgrade my skill from time to time. Thank you so much. That's from my side.
What a humble introduction coming from a seasoned HR practitioner like you, Mbak Wulan. And next, can I have the liberty to appoint Berta, a dear friend, to be introduced?
Hello all, makasih Mbak Dia. So I've been working in HR as an HR professional around 16 years. Started as an HR consultant, media, then I fall in love with retail with amazing journey and now exploring another business. And I cannot wait to listen for the session. So I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you. We have, since we have newcomers right now, I mean new joiners, we have Hermanto and then Ine, right? Of course, thank you so much, Berta, for the introduction. Can we have a quick one before we hear something from Rita about what Mastermind session is all about? So quick one from Ine and Hermanto, if you don't mind.
Okay, my name is Hermanto. I'm from Indonesia. My activity is I'm a lecturing. I'm lecturing in Universitas Trisakti in Jakarta. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Hermanto, and pleased to meet you. I think we lost Ine in this case. Is Ine still around?
No.
If not, yeah. If not, then let's welcome Rita. Rita Sui is actually one of the founders in HRM. So before we know her intimately, I would like to share with you what our agenda today. So it's going to be an introduction to Mastermind, what it is all about. And then later on, we are going to listen to the briefing on the survey report. So apparently there is a previous survey on the kind of challenges that we have, and this will bring us later on to the kind of topic we are going to discuss in the next sessions. And this discussion will involve some small team discussions. That is why there will be some breakout groups going on. And then we are going to listen from each group of what has been discussed and what would be a unique finding during the discussion. And then we are going to wrap up. Okay, it's been quite fortunate to have 15 participants overall, because at the beginning we are quite worried because only around 10 people, participating or registering, but it ended up with 15. So Rita, without further ado, please introduce us to Asia HRM. Rita,
Rita, you're on
so
mute.
you're still on mute. Yes.
Thank you. So good evening, everybody. It's really my pleasure here to share with you about HHRM. It's not going to be long because I think some of you might have joined our activities. For HHRM, I'm the founder of HHRM, and HHRM is a human resources community for Asia, whereby we exchange and share ideas with all the HR professionals in Asia. And because of this purpose, actually we created several chat groups on social media. We also have a Facebook closed group so that we can exchange and share ideas. And from time to time, we organize different type of HR related activities, such as the monthly sharing sessions. And then in Q2 last year, we had the privilege of having Dia and also a number of HR leaders working on the HR certification program. And in Q3, we had the survey, and the key finding or part of it will be shared by Dia later on. And in Q4, actually, we started putting together mastermind session. So some of you may think that what a mastermind session is, and I will explain it to you later. So for our vision, actually, we wanted to become the most reliable and also the biggest knowledge sharing platform for Asia in 5 years' time. I know that this is quite an aggressive vision, but we really want to make it happen. And that's why but we also believe that we share to care and we care to share. Without sharing with each other, we cannot learn. And this is what we want to add value to our HR professionals in Asia. Okay, so let's go to this mastermind session. For the in a mastermind session, actually it's a group of like-minded people sitting together to discuss on a common topic. Just like today we are all together to discuss on something, a topic, and the topic for today is related to manpower. So that's why we hope that through sharing, we can learn from each other so that we can share with because we all come from different background and also different experience and knowledge. So through sharing, we can learn a lot from each other. And this is also the purpose of a mastermind session. And actually, we started the Asia one in November last year, or in the same format. And the participants actually were from different countries, HR professionals from different countries. And then starting December, we came up with the idea of having a local mastermind session for different Asian countries. And I'm so glad that Dia has agreed to be the country lead for Indonesia, so that we will have the local session to be run by her on a monthly basis. So without further ado, I would like to pass the control to Dia so that she can carry on with the agenda of the day. Thank you, Dia.
All right. Thank you, Rita. So as Rita has mentioned about what HR Asia Asia HRM is, yeah. I also want to repeat what she mentioned, that I managed to participate in the previous certification program, whereby I met with millennial HR leaders, basically, and managed to share some classes on engagement and digitalization in HR. So this is something that we are going to nurture in the future. And as I have mentioned to you earlier, I may not be the sole facilitators during this. I am the country lead, yes, but I have so many experts joining today. I mean, it is very interesting to see how diverse we are, even though we are all HR people. I reckon that some of us are very good in talent acquisition and in technology, and then some have moved from business to HR. So I can tell that this is a very good start, and this is a very good mixture of people where we can continue sharing. All right. So this is the housekeeping on how the session is going to be conducted forward. Right. So there will be a topic, and there will be divided teams to talk about the topic, and then we are going to summarize and then recap the discussion. And Asia HRM is basically, accommodating the HR practitioners that hopefully in, managerial position or above, right? But we are also welcoming the enthusiasts to join. Yeah, so don't worry, if you're not in HR manager yet, but you want to learn, let's embrace each other, because this is the place to be caring, right? And then I could tell as well that all of you, hearing from your introduction, that have a minimum of 5 years experience, including the business, right? So that's amazing. Okay, so maybe we can put some business perspective in our HR practices here. Okay, and this is how the overall process is going on in the mastermind sessions. Yeah, like today I happen to be the host, and Rita has introduced that the topic of the month would be the little survey that is conducted on the manpower, and you will later on see the diagram chart or pies on what topics would be on the top, interest. And Rita can later on share on how the data was obtained. You met Abin. He was the technical support of our meeting today, but I really would love to have probably others in this case. I reckon that Nopawan is a technology person. Arya, maybe you can be the one as well next. So we are looking forward for volunteers here to be even the host of the program, or even the facilitator, right? We can take turn in the long run. And before I continue, I just want to do a clinical check to you all. Have we been joining the WhatsApp group? Have we all filled in the form that forwarded to you during the registration? Can I see the answer in the chat room? Yes? Okay, so Rita, can you confirm with me that we have all the data of the participants today, so I can get connected with them in the future?
Good question, Dia. I think I got most of the information, but not all. Yeah.
Okay.
For those who have not registered with us, maybe I will share the link in the chat room so that you can
Thank you so much.
provide us with the information. Is that okay?
Right. Yes, no worries. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So if you see everyone, this initial meeting is so much lingering around the administration process of this ongoing activities, the mastermind, right? But of course, we also would like to share the findings that Rita had previously conducted, right? So if you see here, these are the preliminary challenges that we managed to, collect from certain participation previously. You know, if you see here, we are talking about cost optimization and reduction of measures and reduction measures. And then we are talking about HR policies, restructuring and reorganization, reputation and brand, talent acquisition, performance management, and productivity and compensation. It is quite interesting to see the fact that the results shared, sort of similarly important response or percentages, right? Yeah, like everything is almost 11 or 10%. But since we have time limitation today, and I don't think we can discuss all of them, probably in the chat room we can select the top 2 that we want to discuss today, and let's share about the challenges that we have there, and then let's go on breaking out the room, the participations into 2 groups. Rita, you are the host now, so maybe you can help us later on in the breakout session. Sorry, the next slide shows also how HR supports business and organization, right? And this is what we got. I think on the top list is creating a sustainable manpower continuity and contingency plan. I'm not surprised if some of us is also a part of the BCP team or business continuity plan, because I think it is very important to keep the hygiene. Yeah, the hygiene nowadays is the health and safety of our employees. Am I correct? And then next is how to maintain the excitement of the talent acquisitions and the manpower planning that we have. So it is, our company is still sexy, is still active, and the talent within the organization will keep moving, something like that. The second top one is also establish better hiring. So I think it's really the higher up, right, that we are focusing. Making the next hire to be better than the previous one. And then the next is review and reducing working hours because of the implementation of work from home, probably. And next is negotiating and recontracting current employment. I totally understand why this is gonna be the current context, because I also heard there are some practices where they defer the employment, deadline or joining date, and they sort of modify the way they compensate the work agreement. That is why if you see review the benefits is also coming as the top requirement or interest, right? Rita, do you want to walk the talk on the next slide in this case?
Okay, you mean this one, right? Factors to ensure employees are managed well. Okay, let me adjust the view here. Okay, it's the standard one. Okay, good. So basically, this is the third questions under the sector, under the section manpower. And basically, we asked the participants on the factors that they consider would be good, would allow them to manage their employees well. And you can see that the percentages here actually were evenly spread. Most of them mentioned that if we offer them work-life balance, giving them good personnel, giving them good personal health, take care of their stress and mental health and productivity, even job security would be good. Sort of good for staff staff engagement, so to speak. And also giving them jobs, as I mentioned earlier, job security, managing their work remotely, and also their schedule. All these factors actually were mentioned by the participants in the survey, which we consider as something good that we should practice if we want to manage our employees well. Of course, apart from that, they also mentioned about taking care of childcare and homeschooling and so forth. So I think in our breakout session, we will also discuss some of the, you might bring us some of these factors which you did practice it, you did apply in your own company. So I look forward to more discussion about this. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let me, how should I? Okay. So we basically have 3 questions, right? One is around the factors to ensure employees are managed well.
Yeah, we can't see the slide about questions.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. The questions are basically top HR challenges. That's number 1. And these are the results. Number 2 is how HR supports business and organization. And then the third one is factors to ensure employees are managed well. So since we are going to divide all of us into 2 groups, right? Maybe we can decide now of the 3 questions, which one do we want to discuss? Probably we can take 2 out of 3 in this case, considering the time that we have. So I'm giving the freedom to the floor to choose whether we want to discuss about the factors to ensure employees are managed well, or we want to discuss about how HR supports business and the organization, or we want to discuss about the HR challenges. What would be our best 2 in this case, before we break you out into 2 groups? Okay. I have 2 votes on how HR supports business and organization. Wow. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. So we can decide now? Wow. Okay, great. So more support on how HR support business and organization. Wow. Okay. So it's like that almost everyone choose to discuss about how HR supports business and organization. In that case, I try to be agile here. Instead of discussing 3 questions, or 2 when I said, I think we just focus on how HR support business and organization, but we can break it into 2 groups, Rita. But let's talk about the whole pie of the HR supports business and organization. Am I clear? Jadi kita bicara cuma mengenai gimana caranya HR support business dan di organization, tapi kita omongin semua faktornya. Dalam hal ini adalah negosiasi dan contracting current employment, review and reduce working hours, establish better hiring, gimana caranya kita manage, kita punya manpower planning, dan bagaimana kita caranya mereview benefit kita. Ya, do you agree? Ya. Nah, sekarang tugasnya, or what should we do, is I think we need to start on number 2 here, yeah, until number 4. It is okay for you. The reason why I didn't mention number 1 is because probably the strategy may be somewhat confidential for you to share, but you can probably highlight the high level of strategy that you can. All right, so this is basically the things that we are going to discuss on how HR supports the business. So Rita, do you want to break the group now into two? I guess we need to be splitting ourselves into two, you and me, Rita.
Yeah. But dear, I just want to be clear that what question are we going to discuss? Number two?
Number two, yes.
Number two.
Number two is how HR supports business and organization.
Okay. So both groups will discuss the same topic.
Yes.
Okay. So I already assigned Dia in group one, in room one, and I'm in room two. Just to remind that each group has to select a representative who is going to make a summary of the discussion of the group and then present it when we are back to the room. Okay, just a reminder. Okay, so I'm already assigned everybody into two rooms. And can I open the room now, Dia?
Yes, please proceed,
Okay.
Rita.
Okay, I already set 25 minutes for the whole discussion. Okay.
Okay, great.
We will come back after 25 minutes. So Merlin, you have not assigned yet? Merlin, move to room, should be room 2, right? Merlin, can you hear me? Hi, Merlin. Merlin? Hi, Merlin. Hi, Merlin. Can you hear me? Hi, Merlin.
back. Udah selesai.
Ya,
Udah selesai.
tanggung
panjang.
banget.
Ya kan?
Kurang
Ah.
waktunya kan? Kurang
We
waktunya
need more time.
more time ternyata. Iya, ini yang bingung kalau di grup saya Arya, karena Arya yang akan present on behalf of group 1. It's super interesting. Ya, jadi kalau di grup 1 tadi, I'm sorry Rita if I speak in bahasa Indonesia because I'm
It's okay.
suddenly
Go ahead.
using Indonesian language so much. Anyway, so we discussed about the challenges. Everybody had opinion. We also managed to share a few best practices, but some of us also would like to learn what is actually the right thing to do in this kind of situation. So I hope Arya had a suitable time to represent us in this case. So maybe we can counter compare with other what do you call group in this case. So who wants to start? Who wants to start?
Wulan, let's
Arya,
start.
please. I would love to hear from Arya first.
All right. I didn't realize I need to present.
Kita ya, Mbak Wulan ya.
Kenapa, Mbak Dia?
Kita dengar dari brondong kita ya.
Iya, kita dengar dari berondong kesayangan kita dulu.
Ya.
Okay.
Go on, Arya.
All right, thanks Auntie. Oh gitu ya. All right. Okay, I think in our group it's quite interesting that because everyone comes with their own ideas and their own precisely experience that they facing in their workspace, which I think we put it into 2 topics in terms of the HR support for business and organizations. The first one will be the HR transformations, how we transform. And then the second one is HR sustainability on pandemic situations, like how we survive and how we acting toward these challenges. So I put like 3 keys for each of this topic. The first one for the HR transformations. The first one will be to strengthen the workforce and engagement of the employee, because this is how important it is to ensure that the transformation is not just about the organizations, but also the people in the organization. Sometimes the C level or the board level kind of forgot that their people need to be carried as well. They need to bring those people into their systems, not just the system that need to be changed. So that's the first one. And then the second one will be the increase the capability toward the learning and developments in these transformations, that how we utilize the peoples and then their skills, and how we encourage them to level up their quality. And then the last one will be, as we all know that there is 2 sequence of HR, will be the admin expert, that is very manual work. But aside of that, we also need to be like a tech or automations mindset. So we don't afraid of the automatizations, AI, the systems, but we need to be more friendly with them and then put it our knowledge on that. And then for the HR sustainability topics toward the pandemic, there is 3 points as well. The first one would be the strategic and partnering level, how we partner level to those head functions and then the business owners as a BCP, business continuity plan. So we do need to take a part of that, as probably some of the company, the headcount resources or the overhead budget will be the bigger portion of the spending. So that's how important HR to playing the role, like how we dealing with this pandemic and then how we survive through this almost like 1 year disasters. And then the second one will be the cost effectiveness and optimizations. And then third one is recruitment. There is two idea that we brought up. First one is to hire up. So we hiring someone junior level, but we aim to that person to carry the senior level role, which is like internally trained, also trainable. And then the third one would be like we hiring someone, but with the multi-diverse skills and then work scope. So let's say right now, previously we might hire like someone doing CNB only, but right now no, cannot. You need to do CNB, LND, IR, and everything, right? So that's so-called like we have two options on the hiring process. And then last but not least, carried by I forgot Pak Hermanto. Yes, like millennials is quite interesting as well. That we heard someone mention that how the turnover for the millennials. So then to engage the millennials, some of us sharing the best practice that I would like to sharing as well. The first one will be the hiring process, that we need to tell the truth to our prospective employees. Cannot do the sugar coating. Oh, we are the best employees, blah 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 blah. But then when they onboard, surprise, right? Then, oh, this is not what I'm looking for. So both parties lost a lot of space, energies, money, and then time as well. So that will be like the openness on the hiring process. When this is the gateway, the gatekeeper, how we bring people into our organizations. Second is to hear and then to tell. So we need to hear what employees mention, and what we need to tell to employees what actually the company's current status as well. So it's important to have both ways interactions. We need to hear from employees, but also we need to tell employees that, oh, this is our company's situations. And then also the career pathway or talent mobility. And last is the security, both for the benefit and then monetary. I think that's what I sum up from our quick discussions. But yeah, you might add more values on our conversation.
You know what, Rita, may I propose that the country lead would be changed to Arya? This is a very good start, Arya. I think you've been a great listener to us, because there are so many best practices that we had, and you managed to cover all in a precise way. If you don't mind, I will send you my email so you can send over the bullet points that you have covered, right? So we are going to share it with the rest of the participants. But I think it's a great summary. I have no further addition. Keren banget, keren banget. Okay.
I told you.
Bener deh. Okay. Well, thank you so much for the rest of Group 1 participants yang juga udah chip in to ideas and sharing your best practice. Now let's move on to the second group. Silahkan, second group.
Well, again, me as always. So that's why I said Arya need to go first. Like I don't want to keep stealing the spotlight from everybody. I really want to see people growth, not only me, guys. Please. So next time, please do another round. I would push everybody to do this. Okay. Yeah. So let me try to summarize. So basically, I'm writing down all the feedback from the team that we have the previous discussion. So basically, from all of us, only me who came with a very different background. The rest of the team came from the retail background. So most of them are talking about the same things, which including like how they need to change because they cannot open the stores, how they need to like make the like a more leaner organization during the time, how to make sure that the process can be like a more streamlined, and what about changing the training and development methods on, you know, usually as mentioned also previously by Julia, that usually it's always top to down from the headquarter to the local team. Then they need to customize and then make sure that this customized process will also still align with the business needs. And also talking about part of the target setup and about how to build proper tools on monitoring, because not everybody working from the office or also from the stores, and how also from the recruitment part, since some of them needs to freeze the hiring. So how to make like a related to the business changing process, then transfer to digital means like how to change the role of the team. But what I try to really highlight on this part is that one of the factors that HR need to be like focusing on showing their role is on controlling the capex and all factors that related to that, because it's really related to all the cost of the organization. And then the second one is about the recruitment, how to enrich the knowledge of the team and also to enrich their role, doing the upskilling on that part. And then the next one is how to prepare the company from the part of exit strategy after the COVID-19, which has to be started by this year, hopefully, since we know that the vaccine is started to be distributed. So which mean this include like leaner organization and then better process, customize all the factors that might need it, and also any tools that we need to renew from time to time. And then on the recruitment part is how always like focusing with the talent that we have now in our pipeline, because we know that most of organization in Indonesia now it tends to let go the people because they cannot afford to pay for continuity for now. That's the concern. And another things that I need to highlight is for the regarding the BCP plan, which include all the focus on the health issues of all the employees, how we can guarantee that the employee who are working, whether they work from home or also work from office, is get the like the comfort feeling that they are secure regarding their health issues. Anything that might be happens, because nowadays we know that we didn't have any we cannot choose whether we contact with a person who got infected or not, because we cannot see directly, right? So the security, the comfortable situation is really need for our team. And the last part that I think need to highlight also regarding the employer branding part, similar to what Arya mentioned before, because in this current of situation, we know that most of the story that came out from the organization is about how many people got laid off, how many people that have to be released from the company because of the situation, but how to keep the information not only in the negative side or the minus side that we deal with, but also how to move forward. That's why the employer branding part should be very important also. I think that's the things that we can highlight from the discussion on the team 2.
Yeah, thank you so much, Maulan. I think the additional to our group is the overall perspective of employer branding. Yes, we do have limitations. Yes, we do have to safeguard some principles in our business, but how we still look attractive and that people will still want to work with us, right? I think the other thing that I really was excited to hear is about looking forward, because we are not in this situation forever. We are optimistic enough because it is supported by the, what do you call, the provisions of vaccination that is also here in our countries, right? In Indonesia, probably people like us will get vaccinated in April, right? So I really like the part where we have to deal now and something that we need to prepare for tomorrow. I think this is really cool, right? I think concluding the conversation, I think it is already quite an enthusiastic initial meeting, Rita. This is so very unpredictable. We were sort of having this heartbeat. Why is it only 10 people? But suddenly it become a very intimate discussion and very fruitful one. I think one statement that underlines the whole discussion that we have is how HR can be purposeful, right? How everything that we set up can be suiting for purpose rather than suiting for all, because that's what we normally do. When we focus on the purpose and suddenly we think about the most efficient thing that we need to do, the top 3 priorities, the top 3 important things, the top urgent things that we need to safeguard, and we all agree that, I think Fanindra and in my group, Devi mentioned about the well-being as the most important part of the whole process, because we deal with human and we are human resources department, right? And we need to keep all our people hygiene, sanitized, and more importantly, nggak gila gitu ya. Apa tetap sehat secara mental, mentally
I second that. Really.
Right. Maksudnya kita aja nggak gila aja udah untung ya di HR ya. Kerjaannya banyak banget soalnya. Tiba-tiba we become a businessman as well. We need to think on our feet on how we deal with people from the business perspective and sustainability of our business in the future. So this is a very good input, and amazingly, the time is not sufficient for us to discuss. Rita had mentioned to me that actually the time allocated for every mastermind session is 1.5 hours, but apparently we need more. So this is a very good start. Okay, so I think going back to the survey that has been shared, right? That means we still have some specific topics in our pocket to be discussed in detail. So if I may refresh our mind again of what we have, right? We just talk about one of the 3 questions, right? We still have top HR challenges here, right? And then the other question that we haven't discussed is factors to ensure employees are managed well. So I would like to get the consensus from this group. What would be our next topic? Is it question number 1? Or is it going to be question number 3? Here. Right? Mana apa nih kira-kira nih teman-teman?
Yeah, can I add on something? Actually, our next topic is staff engagement. This is which is in line with the factors to ensure employees are managed well. So I suggest that maybe our next topic is on staff engagement and communication, which is also in line with this one. Yeah.
Okay. That is also the heartbeat. Okay, Berta mentioned number 1, top HR challenges, but we can embed the employee engagement in that particular part. Yeah, because I think engaging people in this situation is very, very challenging. Right? We can hover around reputation and brand, as what Mbak Wulan has mentioned. Right? We have many things, right? Like right here, but the way we communicate, the way we engage is something that we need to be very careful of. Right? The engagement, yeah. All right. I would like to hear your initial, what do you call, experience so far during our first meeting, knowing that there will be some more roles involved, like in the early session, I mentioned about the IT role, facilitator role, and then host role. So anybody would like to volunteer to be an IT person next meeting? I will be the host. I will be using my Zoom, right? I still would be the main facilitator to navigate around, but I would like to have 2 volunteers here in terms of IT and the keynote speaker or the other facilitator. Mbak Wulan tadi udah bilang jangan gua lagi gitu. kita kayaknya tua banget ya Mbak ya kalau di sini ya Mbak ya. Iya nggak sih?
Can you imagine, Mbak? We are talking about like a back in year like 2007, first time I'm joining the creative industry, and I have Devi there who's still working for Omnicom right now. Like, oh my God.
Omnicom, yeah.
That's why like I'm old.
Aku dari Ogilvy, Devi.
So,
yeah.
She is the one yang biasa ngajarin naik meja. Oh bukan ya?
Iya, naik meja di bar. Sekarang udah insaf. Okay. So may I have the help of siapa tadi ya? Nopawan. Can I appoint you to be the IT support for next meeting?
Yes.
Untuk menentukan keberpihakan seseorang gitu. Untuk
Yes.
Boleh ya?
Boleh.
kesulitan belajar.
Okay.
Nah, itu harus
Saya akan share my phone number to everyone here di chat ya.
Okay.
0811-880-9090. Ini adalah nomor WhatsApp saya. Kemudian, who can help me to be the other facilitator for the next topic? We are going to talk about engagement here. Ini aku perlu ABB nih kayaknya nih, anak buah Berta. Berta aja yang nunjuk tuh ya. Yeay, di sini aku udah dapat satu nama, Mbak Neni. Oke, Mbak Neni, thank you so much ya.
Oh, just realized there is Kinanti there.
Ya,
Kinan.
ya. Baru join.
Halo. You know her, Mbak Dia? She's also working in creative industry.
Kayaknya deh, aku pernah ketemu deh. Mestinya udah pernah ketemu.
Hai Mbak Dia.
Hai. Okay, so I got two key participations next month, key roles. Satu Mas Nopawan untuk pegang IT-nya, jadi yang bantu-bantuin kita juga untuk pindah-pindahin orang ke breakout room nanti ya. Kemudian kita punya Mbak Neni yang nanti saya akan offline bicara sama Mbak Neni mengenai the topic ya, about employee engagement. Alright, so saya stop sharing dulu. Ini semua sesinya direkam. So I will, when you have registered to Asia HRM, I will send the recording link to all of you, everyone. Tadi I think Devi mentioned that you cannot open the link, but at least if you can WhatsApp me, then I can share the link, everyone. Yeah, and there is actually a WhatsApp group of Asia HRM here. Okay. Usually at the end of every Zoompa, we have a photo taking together. So if you don't mind, turning on your videos so I can see your pretty and handsome faces in this case, and then proudly showcase this in our own social media. Ini kayaknya ada 100 lembar ya, jadi tolong ditahan nafasnya semuanya. Okay, everybody put on your best smile. Dev, okay. Yay. Dito. Okay. Right. Okay, so on the count of 3 ya. 1, 2, 3. Ya, thank you. Mau pakai gaya-gayaan boleh. 1, 2, 3. Yay. So again, thank you so much for attending the meeting. And then we are going to meet next time. When is it going to be, Rita?
10th of February, Wednesday at 5:30 local time. It's the 10th, right? Every second Wednesday of the month, right? 10th of February, Wednesday at 5:30 local time.
All right. Okay. All right. So 10 February, 5:30, everyone.
Yeah. And dear day, I think Wulan and also Aya has to send the summary to you, right, dear, so that you can consolidate the file, and then we'll send the sort of the summary of the whole thing to the participants of the day. Okay.
All right.
Somebody just entered the room. Maybe it's too late for him or her to join us.
No worries. We ended up having 17 participations today. Right? So I will give the time back to you all. Have a great rest and get refreshed for tomorrow. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye
Thank you
bye.
so much.
you.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye.